Hi, everybody.
Hello.
We're coming to you from our home in Austin, Texas.
Ye-
So, I don't know if you guys saw the last video, but we said that we were gonna make a video where we talk about the details of our trip to Turkey. We're gonna talk about COVID. We're gonna talk about why we decided to go to Turkey, how it is traveling internationally with the pandemic going on. Um, some fun facts that we learn about Turkey, and yeah, just a summary about our experience on our last trip. Let's start with why we decided to go to Turkey. So, me and Jess last year, when we moved in together, we said that we were gonna travel somewhere every year for our anniversary, which is in November 25th. So, as many of you know, last year, 2019, we went to the UK, we went to England, Scotland, and Wales. And this year, we were hit with COVID 19, which uh, shut down many countries, actually, the whole world. And not up until the end of the summer, about July, August, that's when countries started reopening for tourism with some restrictions. Um, and we were aware of that. We're not recommending everybody to travel. We travel on our own risk. Um, we know there's a pandemic. We're aware. We're taking all the precautions we need to take. Uh, but sometimes you just gotta keep going with life.
Gotta keep going, but also be cautious and be safe, follow the rules, um, and pretty much just have fun, but with safety rules.
Yeah. So there's many countries me and Jess want to go and that we will go to. But like I said, we had very limited options this year because of the pandemic. So originally this year we were thinking about going to Indonesia. Me and Jess are in love with Bali and we really want to go there. I have a really good friend that lives there and I can't wait to go see him. Um, so Indonesia was supposed to reopen for tourism back in September 11th, but unfortunately the government delayed the opening up until at least the end of the year. So we had to come up with a plan B. So I did my research to see what other countries we could go to, and the one in top of my head was Turkey. I heard so many good things about Turkey. Turkey has two cities in the top 10 most traveled cities to in the world, Istanbul and Antalya. And yeah, I asked Jess, you want to go to Turkey?
I said, sure, why not?
And that's how we decided to go to Turkey. I started doing my research, watching a lot of YouTube videos, reading about the laws, the restrictions with COVID 19. Um, and yeah, um, I follow a lot of travel channels on YouTube. So the funny thing was that it was perfect because many of the travel channels that I follow on YouTube, the content creators were in Turkey while I was doing my research. So Lexi Limitless,
Trubinsky.
Drabinsky, Aaron, they were all in Turkey while I was doing my research. So it was so helpful because it was like recent feedback about traveling to Turkey during COVID 19. So it was very helpful. And you always have to do your own research about the laws and everything, not just about COVID 19, but in general. Don't think that the rest of the world is like the US where you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, when when traveling, you always have to respect the country because A, you're the one visiting. B, not everybody is going to accommodate to your expectations of what to find in the country. So, you have to do your own research and just pretty much learn something about the country you're visiting.
Yeah. So and surprisingly, it wasn't too hard. All we needed was a e-visa, which you can get online. You pay a $50 fee, and you get it within 10 minutes. Or and which that's what we did. But you can also just fly there and just get it at
Kiosks.
the kiosk at the Istanbul airport, or whichever airport you're going to in Turkey. Um, and yeah, we started looking into flights. I found some pretty good deals from here from Austin to Istanbul. With layover, of course, there's no direct flights from Austin to Istanbul. So, and I did my research on different areas where we could visit.
Yeah, and that's what brought us to, well, that's what brought us to looking into our one of our favorite YouTuber travelers, Flying the Nest, and we couldn't help but look at their
Shout out to
Turkey.
Steve and Jess.
Yes, shout out to Steven and Jess for making the most absolutely wonderful videos.
We love you guys. We're huge fans.
Very huge. Um, we were watching their Turkey vlogs, and they were so amazing. Like, they really made us want to go and visit Turkey. They were in Istanbul, they went to Bodrum, they went to Cappadocia, and every day that they filmed, it looked so amazing. Because of them, we knew to go to the street vendors to go find some samit, and we actually did try some, and it was delicious. Thanks for the recommendation with Nutella, guys. It was delicious. Um, they were the ones that introduced us to the the clay pot dinners.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Bodrum, known for relaxation. We went there and just kind of kicked back and relaxed. It was awesome. Istanbul, we were go, go, go because there was so much to see. And then Cappadocia, so much history, so much beauty in that city. And because of them, we were inspired to go to those three cities.
Mm-hmm. So me and Jess were only able to get 10 days to go to Turkey. So we had to plan like how many days we're gonna be in one city, how many days in the other city, how we're gonna get there. So I told Jess we're never gonna do 5 cities in 10 days ever again, like we did in the UK, because that was exhausting. Istanbul, we already knew that we are gonna be super busy, trying to see as much as we could. But this time we wanted to go somewhere just to like kick back and relax, and actually have a vacation. So that's why we decided to go to Bodrum, because Jess and Steve made it seem so great. So yeah, that was a great idea. And then Cappadocia, of course. You know Cappadocia is amazing, best place in Turkey for sure. Um, and surprisingly though, everything in Turkey is so far away from Istanbul. Is super far from Bodrum. Bodrum is super far from Cappadocia. So the fastest way to get there is by plane. So I would recommend flying within Turkey, because unless you really want to take like a road trip,
And if you have the time,
then yeah, go ahead. Many content creators on YouTube do like road trips and stuff. They take buses, but because they have a month, 2 months to like go around Turkey, we only had 10 days, so we had to fly everywhere. So we had to book flights from Istanbul to Bodrum, Bodrum to Cappadocia, because the drives were just gonna be extremely long and not doable in 10 days. Um, so yeah, we booked all of our flights with Turkish Airlines. They were great. We had a great experience.
we did. It was the most wonderful experience for airlines in Turkey, and yeah, can't say any better words than
Great service.
Yeah.
The hygiene kits are amazing. Show them what they have.
all
So
right.
we actually kept like 3 or 4 of these,
We had so many hygiene kits, like
because you can just imagine how many planes we took, that we have even extra ones.
yes, like we would go on an airplane, hop on, open one of these up, use some of it, and then hop onto the next flight, grab a new one. We didn't even have to open it because we still had half of the other one. So we still had this one, and we can go ahead and show you what the Turkish Airlines provide you with. So let's take a peek. Oh,
Jessica was so excited with
I
her.
was so excited never did I ever think that they would be like so hygienic. Like, I mean, with providing everybody with these. So inside, you're going to find not one, not two, three pairs of masks in their own little baggie. You get two sanitizing wipes, and they give you a little hand sanitizer.
And each of us gets one.
Each person gets one before
So
they hop on the
total, we
plane.
took what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flights. We took 7 flights, so that's 14 baggies. That's why we have so many.
We have a basket half full of hygiene bags. So, I mean, we're pretty much set on hygienic stuff to go outside for a while.
Yeah. So, talking about hygiene kits, let's talk about how it is traveling with the pandemic going on right
Yes.
now. So, just like in Turkey, yeah, sorry, just like in the U.S., you must wear a mask. The only thing that in Turkey is a little more enforced, like it should be. You have to wear a mask everywhere you go. It doesn't matter if it's inside or outside.
Indoors, outdoors, even if you're walking in the park, there's police telling you to keep your mask over your nose.
And if you don't have one, it's $130 fine if you don't have a mask, which I think is great. We should have that here.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I think it's great that everybody's following the rules.
Mhm.
No matter what, everybody's following the rules because they're not thinking of themselves, or they're not thinking, yeah, they're not thinking of themselves, they're thinking of other people. Because, I mean, you never know.
Yeah, and I mean, social distancing too. Social distancing is enforced
must.
everywhere. And the only part where I felt a little uncomfortable was like in the public transportation, because he can help it. Like,
Yeah, you have to fit as many people as possible in those, in the buses.
especially
in
at
the,
rush hour time,
Yes.
like later in the evening when everybody's getting out of work. But I mean, there's just so many people there that it's really hard to like keep
Keep your distance.
keep your distance. But I mean, that's why you always have to have your mask on and stuff, and sanitizing all the time.
Yes.
But yeah,
Luckily for us in Turkey, they were very, very hygienic and they were very great about reminding everybody, wear your mask, there's hand sanitizer. And in Turkey, they have us switch our masks every 4 hours. So, like, I mean, it's like good manners. Even over there, like, they can ask you, oh, your mask looks like it's been used for a while. Here's a new one so that um, you can switch it out. And I think that was very hygienic.
yeah,
I liked that rule, or I liked how they noticed that because over here we could be wearing the same mask for like 3 days and nobody
Yeah,
would
that's
even notice.
nasty,
As
guys.
long as you have something on, they'll let you in a store. But over there, they notice it looks like it's been used. They'll offer you a brand new one.
yeah. It's incredible how they like pay attention to that and
Yeah.
try to help you out to be safe.
And
Um,
it's not them being rude. It's just being safe.
Yeah. Um, yeah. In Istanbul, uh, it's a big city, hustle and bustle all the time. So it's like a normal day during the pandemic over there. But then we got to Bodrum, and Bodrum was completely
Different.
Like, uh,
They still had the same hygiene rules. It's just the amount of people. It was way different.
yeah, like we mentioned in one of our videos. It felt like we were the only ones when we got to that resort, right?
Yeah. When we got there, we checked in. We had lunch. We were the only ones at the restaurant eating lunch. We were the only ones going down to the beach to explore. Yeah.
We saw a few people, but it was a lot easier to maintain social distance and We pretty much had where every room that we were the only ones. They also had a strict curfew at night. Everybody had to shut their doors by like 7, 8. So yeah, good thing we were just there to relax because I think we would have
Yeah.
been really disappointed.
Mhm.
Um,
I mean, don't get us wrong. During the day, we would go down to the little town to explore and see the castle, see the museums, go shopping, go eat, grab a drink. And everything was open. Same thing, social distance. Everybody had their masks on. But once it hit like 6:30, 6 o'clock, everything would be shutting down.
yeah. And then we got to Cappadocia, and
Everything was shut down.
everything was shut down. So by the time we got to Cappadocia, our friend Chloe told us that all the restaurants were for takeout only. Um, so that we totally disconnected from anything COVID related when we were there. So we didn't know how bad it was. So apparently, while we were there, it started to rise up again because before we left on our trip, they only had like 50,000 cases maybe. By the time we came back, it had like tripled. So, uh, and we saw that by the time we were about to leave, all the restaurants were shutting down for takeout only. Um, and then right after we left, Istanbul shut down, and a curfew started. Um, and right now, at the beginning of December, they enforced it even further. So now everything is shut down. Restaurants are only takeout. And then during the week, Monday through Friday, there's a curfew from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. After 9 p.m., um, nobody can go out. And then on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, complete shutdown. Nobody's allowed out to nobody's allowed to go out, unless you go buying groceries or something essential. But that's pretty much it. So I don't get tired of saying it. We went just in time. We went just in time because it got pretty bad after. And half of the cases are in Istanbul, and I'm not surprised. I mean, 50 million people living in one city. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
One thing we can tell you that we learned in Turkey is that the hospitality is next level.
yeah, like the hospitality is like it's like part of the culture over there.
Yeah, like everyone you meet is friendly, kind. They're like so, yeah,
Welcoming.
so welcoming. Like you don't even feel like a stranger. You feel like they're an old friend.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't. We didn't experience this specific thing, but I when I was watching the YouTubers, the content creators, uh, they went into like very remote towns and like where there's not a much tourist, and these people would invite them to come and have dinner at their house and would
Mhm.
like sit with their family and in their
Like
house
just
and have
mhm.
dinner,
Mhm.
which is amazing. Um,
When are you gonna get that here in the U.S.?
yeah, and then I I think one of the best experiences that we had is our friend that we met in Cappadocia. He gave us a
Yes,
tour. What was his name again? Sorry, Mehmet.
Mehmet.
Mehmet. He was just a local guy. He had a shop in the middle of the street, and he's like, "Hi, how are you guys? Where were you from? Blah blah blah."
Were you here to look at the castle?
Yeah, let me show you. Let's go up there. Blah blah blah. You
Mhm.
might have seen that on one of our videos already. Um, but yeah, and he didn't ask us for anything. Like he showed us around everywhere, like a personal tour guide.
Yes, he even climbed the caves with us and kind of showed us all the little nooks and crannies, gave us history on everything in there, and didn't ask for a tip or anything. But
Yeah,
he was so friendly and just yeah, he was like ready to show us
yeah. He didn't
his
say
cult. He was
at the
ready to
end.
show us
At the
everything.
end, when he finished showing us around, he didn't ask for anything. Uh, like I offer him. I give him money. Because here we our American culture, you have to tip somebody, And so I give him money, but he never asked for anything after spending like a whole hour with us,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
amazing.
showing us a whole hour, giving us information on the history, and it was awesome. Like you can't ask for better. Like
Even Chloe has that in her too.
yes, Chloe,
It wa-
our awesome friend that we also met in Cappadocia,
Chloe went
above and beyond.
above and beyond to like make us have the best experience ever. It's like the hospitality and the just the kindness of the people is like contagious.
Yes, it's amazing. Like you get this wonderful feeling when you go there. Like it, you don't want it to stop.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I
I
miss
miss
it so
it.
much.
uh,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, no one loves animals like the Turks.
Oh yes.
Like literally, those were like the fattest stray animals I had ever
They
seen.
take care of their stray animals
They
over
take
there
care
for
of them.
sure.
They're not even like stray animals. They're like the people's animals.
Yeah,
That's
true.
how I see it.
That's true.
That's how I see the animals over there. They're not stray. They're the people's animals.
Yeah, you might have seen our stories with all these little animals that we met throughout our trip.
All the little cats and dogs.
We even named some of them
Yeah.
because we saw 'em multiple days at a time.
Yeah. I guess they would recognize us and come up to us and say
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah, it was so cute, and like people build houses for them,
They build
for
houses
the cats
for them.
and dogs, and even the birds too.
Oh yes.
They leave food out for them and everything. They feed them. Like Jessica said, they're so fat. Fattest dogs I ever seen in my life. Fattest straight dogs I ever seen in my life.
Yes, and yeah, you just like see the animals go up to the people, and like the people just pet them like if they were their animals. So that's why I'm like they're not stray; they're the people's animals. Thing else I learned personally, I'd like to tell you guys: don't be afraid of the adventure. Like there's caves in Cappadocia. There's dark places in all the cities. Don't be afraid. I learned that personally this trip. Um, like I mentioned in one of our videos, I have a very deep fear of the dark. But thanks to the wonderful people that were helping us, that were guiding us, that came along with us on the adventure, they made me feel safe. They um, kept me from being scared, and I had fun. And like learning new things and doing new things, like climbing the caves. I had never done that. Who's done that? Climbing into caves without any ropes or anything. Going into underground cities. Same thing. Like it's dark down there. It's cold. Who knows what we're gonna find down there? But because of the people and because of the good company,
Yeah,
it
you
was
always
fun.
feel safe too.
It was fun. I never felt a moment of danger.
Turkey is super safe. Um, yeah, there's no time that we were
Like we're gonna get mugged or
yeah,
oh we're gonna be in trouble.
yeah, yeah, super safe. So that's a good thing too, I guess.
Yeah, that yeah, very good.
Another thing, before I forget, when you travel somewhere, and if you're the kind of traveler that I am, like I want to see as much as I can. I like to go to every landmark. Um, give yourself time because, like while you're traveling, while you're like planning the trip, you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here. But then you just give yourself 1 or 2 days. Trust me, you're not gonna get to see everything. I've traveled. Um, I'm not gonna say I've traveled a lot, but I've traveled a fair amount. That I've learned that you should give yourself time to see everything. Don't think that you're gonna be able to see everything in 1 day or two. Especially in Istanbul, we learned that some of these places are not easy to get to. Uh, we had to do a lot of walking that we didn't expect, and that's why we were so beat up by the first day.
Yeah, like honestly, we did not expect those very steep hills. And my shoes were not prepared for it.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Hmm.
Hey there. We're coming at you from another continent.
So we're going up a hill. Once more.
So many hills.
So many hills, man. We did take the public transportation today. I was like, yeah, I'm not walking all the way over there this time.
If it weren't for the bus, we'd probably still be not even halfway.
Yeah, yeah, we've been taking the bus to all these places. You know, when I did my research about the places that I wanted to see, I didn't realize how many of these places are so hard to get to.
Yeah, agreed. We have to do a lot of walking, in between neighborhoods, in between alleys, and just walking long distances.
But this is our last destination for the day, and probably of Istanbul. We're going to a viewpoint of the city on the Asian side, and I think the new mosque, they call the biggest mosque in Istanbul, is right next to it. I hope it's right next to it, because sometimes it says it's right there, but it ends up being like 20-minute walk, 30-minute walk. But yeah.
So we'll see. But once we get there, we'll go ahead and do another short video. But for right now, we're gonna keep on walking up this hill, and we'll see you in a bit. Not fun, but it was worth it.
Yeah, very worth it.
Well, it looks like we're gonna conclude this video with just asking you for feedback. If you liked the advice and tips and our experience for booking the trip, experiencing what it's like to travel during a pandemic, what it was like in Turkey, give us feedback and let us know.
Yeah.
We'll be more than happy to give advice, share some more videos, and yeah, that's all we ask for, just feedback.
Yeah, so me and Jess have found something that we like to do. This is something we're doing for fun right now, and we'll see where it goes. And like we said in our previous videos, we're gonna keep traveling, and we want to take you with us and show you around, and we'll get better at this. Like,
Yeah,
we're already planning on buying all these mics and like cameras, and
just to make the experience better for you guys and
we
for
want
memories.
yeah, and we want to share it. Like, and yeah, I don't know where it's gonna take us right now. This is just for fun. So if you're starting to watch right now, maybe in like 2 years we'll be like content creators on YouTube. Something. I'm just kidding.
We'll still be doing it for fun, probably.
Yeah, but yeah, guys. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more adventures.
Yeah, we're in it for the long haul.